Hello again, my name is Kenza, and I am here yet again with the illustrious cousin Sarah.
Hello!
Alright, now if you guys have been watching our little series on this, and you've seen Sarah's first introduction video, and then you've seen my surprise interview game video, and I'm still not over the shock of being surprised like that.
So surprised.
Yeah, and now we've reached the main event. This is 7 questions plus 1 with Sarah. Yay! Alright, so as I mentioned in the last video, this is a series I'm looking forward to start, with all my friends and family that come on the show or the channel. I'd like to ask them 7 questions, and then they get to choose another question after all those are done that we answer together. Alright, Sarah, how are you feeling? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Alright, let's get this party started. Alright, question number 1. Teleportation or flight? Okay, the 8-year-old in me says teleportation, but the adult in me says flying.
Definitely teleportation.
Ooh,
Flight?
definitely teleportation.
I don't know, I just imagine flight just taking a long time. Like, even if it doesn't hurt to do, just like imagine going from here, like Tokyo to America. Like, how long would that take?
Yeah.
Like 8 hours? Even if you're like super speed, I would just get tired at some point. Like, I'm sorry, but if you did teleportation, it'd be like 1 second later, even if it hurt. Like you were saying, like, oh, what if it hurt?
But would it hurt though? I never thought about that. Would it hurt?
Even if it hurt, like what, a pinch?
Nah, I feel like it would be like so like ripping apart type of pain. Like it would be like intense, like so searing.
The way I imagine it is kind of like the same way as flying. Like it's not like something you really have to take energy to do. It's just something that happens. So if it was the same kind of concept, you just kind of like snap your fingers and you're somewhere else. And like honestly, the only thing I wouldn't like about flying is that you couldn't hide it from anyone. Like if you flew, everyone would be like, oh, he flies, he can just take it for us, go, go, go. But teleportation, so easy to hide that. Literally, you walk into the bathroom, teleport, you go to another bathroom, and like you just walk out and they're like, oh, I didn't see you go in there. You're like, oh, it slipped in when you weren't looking. Like it's so easy to hide that.
Actually, I have a question.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So like with teleportation, usually the way it worked in like media when I was a kid was you can only teleport to places. You can only teleport to places you had been to previously because you have to like envision the surroundings.
Right.
How would that work in your case though? Could you teleport to someplace new, or like would you have to be able to like envision it first?
I feel like if you could envision it, but like Google Maps is great for that. So
Here's imagine if I was on Google Maps.
Yeah, you're just like, I want to go there and just thunk. Like, yeah, exactly.
Chuck E. Cheese is near me. Steal the pizza and leave.
Yeah, basically you grab a pizza, go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And thunk. Like,
that's exactly what you do with Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Yeah. But okay, so now
take it and leave.
For me, if I could teleport, I'd be a bank robber. Like, how would your life change?
Oh, I would just do it so I could travel. Because honestly, I just miss seeing people that live so far away, and it would just be a really easy and like convenient way to go meet people that I miss.
I think you might have sold me on teleportation. I think you might have sold me on that.
That's if it doesn't harm you physically.
Yeah.
But even if it did, I would be willing to do it like once a week.
That's a lot. That's 52 times a year.
I know, but you imagine like flying, if it's like the same as like running full speed. Yeah, I don't run marathons. I'm good. And then also, even like if you could fly, you can't fly with like luggage.
Well, I mean,
like when you're flying like this, you can't like grab like a 50-pound bag.
But you can't teleport with stuff because what if your jeans get spliced with like your suitcase?
No, you just hold it.
But isn't that dangerous though?
Nah, to me it's the same.
Like all the molecules break down. What if you come back and you have a hand that's not a hand, it's an iPhone? And then your fingers come out your forehead.
Nah. I don't know. In my world, it just zip.
Okay.
Perfect.
Alright.
You can take people with you. You can bring things with you.
But what if you get mixed up with them then? Like, I would love to teleport with like you, or like teleport with like Noriko, right?
Yeah.
And then what if it's like a fusion, like a bad, terrible like fusion?
I don't know, the way I imagine it, it's just like the way we went in is the way we come out.
Okay.
So that's just the way I imagine it.
Alright, I think you saw me on that. I think.
But
yeah.
I don't know, because flying, like airplane flying, takes so long, like hours. So I would rather teleport and it physically hurt for maybe 20-30 minutes. I don't know how long you would imagine it would hurt for, but I would, like, this is what I'm saying, I would rather have it hurt for like 30 minutes and be able to teleport than have to endure 24 hours on a plane.
That's true.
Right?
And you're the plane.
Yeah. Exactly. I'd rather have to, and just saying traveling with like
Yeah.
other people and everything like
Yeah.
that. Like I absolutely hate it.
Yeah, me too.
You know, it's not fun, and so I'd rather go through pain than do that.
And I think you get
Yeah.
Gatorade, some aspirin, you'd be alright afterwards. You walk it off.
Yeah, exactly. Just take some medicine and you're chill.
Alright, number 2. I'm still thinking about the teleportation thing. We're gonna be talking about this a lot more after the video. Alright, what's your most used emoji?
Probably just like the crying emoji.
Oh yeah, the laughing
Yeah.
crying one, because we're millennials.
Well, either laughing crying or like the actual crying one, where it's like, oh no. I don't know.
Yeah. So how often do you reckon you use that? Like in a week? Or like, what's like your text
Quite
message to
often.
emoji ratio?
I don't know. I was trying to think like how often do I use emojis, and I'm just like, huh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
Sometimes I guess like the laughing crying one too is quite often.
Yeah.
Or like the actual crying. Either way, tears are involved in either one.
Alright, well, moving on from
Happy
that then.
tears, sad tears, frustrated tears.
All the tears.
All the tears for every emotion, essentially.
Alright, I guess let's go on. But let's stay on the topic of phones then. But you know this question because you asked me already. If you had to delete all but 3 apps from your phone, which apps would you keep?
I would keep. Well, you had said this one was a freebie earlier, but I would say music.
Okay, that's still that's a freebie, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know. I would say music, podcasting, like the podcasts, and Instagram.
Okay.
Because I love me some doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling is the best.
Yeah, people are like, it's the worst, and I'm just like, but sometimes you just gotta. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't do that, you're gonna veg out in front of the TV. Like, there's other options.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, then you're gonna take a nap or something.
What are some
Just
of your
like
favorite?
people.
Sorry. My apologies. I think I cut you off.
Oh no.
What are some of your favorite pages to doom scroll? Or like, I guess they're not pages.
Oh, they're not really pages. I just go to like the
Yeah.
search
Yeah.
page and just random things. There's nothing like specific. So.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. All right. So, but I think with music and podcasting, don't those go together though?
No, they're different. They're different apps.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Okay.
Like to me, that's what I was thinking of. Other than that, I can't really think of one that I really use. I guess Line.
Oh, yeah,
But like, it's kind of just messaging. It's not so much like it's just used for communication. It's not so much like something special on my phone, like a game or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. No, those are solid apps. I respect that choice. All right. Next question, and this is probably.
I guess I could change. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
I could. Well, if music is a freebie,
Yeah.
then I guess maybe Words with Friends.
Okay.
Because my mom likes to play that with me.
Okay.
It's a good challenging thing. It basically gets me to try to use all the words that I learn when I read again. But I usually never do.
I think that's a better choice, honestly. Yeah, Words with Friends, podcasting, and Instagram. Yeah, I think that's good. That's a good 3 choices. I respect that. Yeah, I want to play Words with Friends with y'all. I don't have anyone to play with, so I like to play.
Yeah.
My spelling is atrocious
Play with
though.
us.
Yeah, I'm down.
You can't play, you just cheat, so.
All right, you hear that, kids? If you can't play, you just cheat. Life lessons with cousin Sarah. All right, next question. If you had to eliminate one thing from your daily routine, what would you eliminate and why?
Brushing my teeth because I hate the way it feels. I feel like I'm always doing it. I feel like I'm always brushing my teeth. It always takes way too long. It's like unnecessarily long. And every time I want to go to sleep or every time I'm in a bad mood, I have to brush my teeth. Which is all the time, it feels like. And I'm just so over it.
Now,
like my dentist told me that I only needed to brush my teeth once a day. And I was like, do not tell me that. I will only do it once a day. Like you cannot, no. You need to start telling me twice a day.
Yeah, I don't trust my dentist out there. Yeah.
So.
But so if you didn't brush your teeth, would your teeth still just always be like perpetually
No,
clean?
it would just be like, I'd snap my fingers and they'd be clean.
Okay. No,
Fresh mouth and everything. Just same thing with you eating. It's like you snap your fingers and you're full.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Actually, that's a really good idea. Just be able to just be like, especially like if you're like a young kid trying to talk to somebody, or like you're young, you're trying to flirt with someone. So
yeah.
like,
I wonder if my breast is fresh.
Yeah, maybe you snap twice and it'd be extra fresh, like minty, or like Alpine Spring or whatever flavor. Yeah, that's cool. I like that one a lot. All right.
I just hate brushing my teeth. I hate the dentist too. So.
I don't like the dentist. I don't like it either. Necessary evil. All right. Speaking of other evils, this is my favorite question from the whole list. If you were a captain of a pirate ship, what would you name your ship?
Well, you gotta see, I'm really bad at naming things, so my first thing comes to mind was like Dr. Sinks a Lot. Or Walter of the Shallows.
All right, let's break these names down. Dr. Sinks a Lot. How would you get a crew to man that? You'd be like, hey, what's up? Do you want to come on my ship? Yeah, what's your ship called?
Dr. Sinks a Lot.
Nah, I'm good. I think I'm gonna pass on that.
I don't need a crew. It's just me.
Is you sinking?
It's like the opposite of what it is. So it's supposed to be like irony. In a way.
Okay, all right. And then
I don't know. It's not gonna.
No, I like it. I'm actually a fan of
It's
Dr.
like a
Sinks.
mini boat, so like you don't need a crew.
But you're the captain though.
That's the little mini boat that I just imagine.
Now that seems so tragic. I just imagine you in a mini boat, just like seeing a little buoy or whatever, just sinking. Okay, but now Walter.
Or it could just be like a special kind of pirate ship that every time we see like an enemy pirate ship, and we're just literally built to sink and disappear, and then the boat keeps going and just.
I like that a lot, actually. But then are you guys like kind of like what was it, Pirates of the Caribbean, like Davy Jones's crew? We kind of like half fish, half whatever, so you can like survive under that.
I don't know, honestly.
Okay, but then
I'm not very good at naming things, so I guess
But then Walter of the Shallows was actually pretty cool too.
Walter of the Shallows. Because yours was like something of the deep.
Genevieve of the Deep.
Yeah, like mine needs to be the opposite. my ship ain't going deep.
It's like a cruise resort, just hanging around the beach.
Essentially.
I would be I'd be on that
of the
crew.
Shallows.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared of open water.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Like, cruises are a hard pass for me. So.
They're terrifying to a certain extent, especially at nighttime. You look out.
Everything I know about cruises is terrifying. Like, it's lawless out there. It's dirty. It's gross. It's way too many people on a giant thing that should not be floating.
It's true.
So.
I do want to go on a Disney cruise again, though. But
again?
Well, I remember when I was a kid. I think my parents took me on a bunch of cruises when we were kids. And I didn't want to go because I thought we were going to ship. I thought we were going to sink like Titanic.
And you would.
Yeah, I thought we were going to sink. But like, I would like to go on a Disney cruise one more time as an adult just to see what it's like. But the whole time I'd be like, oh, we're going to die.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Basically, I think it's just where like retired people go to get fat. Because you spend most of the time eating at buffets, don't you?
Well, I mean, there are other activities, but yes, that's a huge component of it, is eating at buffets and all you can eat.
Swingers, I think, too, is probably
not on the Disney cruise. I mean, maybe in
secrecy.
secrecy.
Probably on the Disney cruise, yeah.
Disney, don't come for us, bro. It's her. Come for her. Come for her, not for me. I'm thinking like carnival cruises, more like swingers and stuff. I reckon.
I've never been on a cruise, so how would I know?
Alright, we're gonna go. We're all gonna go on a cruise. We're going on a cruise one day. Yeah, we're going.
Hard pass.
We'll be in the shallows. Yeah, there are cruises in Japan, like a day cruise and stuff too, as well. Like from Yokohama to like another port or something. Like, I reckon if that's.
It just doesn't seem entertaining though.
Well, maybe we could like sketch and make. Well, I'm not making music, but I bring a laptop. We could do creative stuff. All right. Well, let's go on to the next question then. All right, question number 6. What book did you read that had... oh my goodness gracious. My apologies. One more time. What book did you read that changed your life the most?
I'm kind of stuck in between 2 books. So
she's an avid reader too.
Well, not anymore. I used to read a lot because I'd be on the train for like 3 hours a day, and so it gave me a lot of time to read. But now I'm on the train like 10 minutes a day. Really trying to just cram in that reading, like, oh. But no, I do like reading. But I want to say either The Stand by Stephen King, just because it really got me into Stephen King. Like, I had read a couple other books by Stephen King in the past, but I never like got so invested in the series. And maybe because The Stand is so long. You said it was 8 books, or was it? No, The Stand is just 1 book. Okay. But it's like 1,100 pages or something. but it definitely like got me so intrigued and interested in like his kind of world that he creates. So I really like that one, and that one kind of like inspired me to start reading other Stephen King and like other books that I thought I would like and other books in the genre. And then also I guess I really like The Dark Tower. It's kind of, you're right, it's spanned over like 8 different books, so it's quite a long, it's technically like one long story but different books, but I count the whole story as a book.
I think that's the one I want to read.
But yeah, it's definitely, I find myself thinking about that one the most, because even though The Stand like is what inspired me to read The Dark Tower, The Dark Tower just has so many different elements and different parts, and I'll find myself like daydreaming about different worlds within like The Dark Tower, and I'll just be like, what is this? Oh yeah, it's The Dark Tower. Okay. Or I'll find myself in real life like quoting Stephen King or being like, oh, that's part of the circle or something like that, you know? So I really like kind of getting to know the characters for so long, and I don't know, I feel like that book has kind of inspired me not to be afraid of longer books.
Oh yeah?
Because at the beginning it's kind of intimidating, like a really long book. Although I've never been too scared to read long books in the past. I just feel like sometimes they can get boring.
Yeah.
I definitely thought The Dark Tower got boring at points.
But
I think it's just the story itself I quite enjoyed.
how many pages was The Dark Tower overall?
Around 4,000.
Oof. That's like that's more than the Bible, I reckon, isn't it? Yeah. But I actually would like to read The Dark Tower because of you, because like you were telling me about like the chain who's like suicidal and stuff.
Oh my god,
So I
my
gotta check this out.
I have 2 favorite characters, neither of them are human. One of them is a suicidal train, Blaine the Train.
Yeah.
He's a pink train, very phallic, but he basically is like, tell me riddles, and the train, like, he's AI, so he knows the answer. He's like, I need another one, I need another one, I need another. He like literally goes suicidal for like, Jesus, these stupid riddles, but he loves them.
Yeah.
And I love it. Like, it's so ridiculous. And it's so, that's the thing, is like, as soon as you think you know where the book is going, just something comes in from left field. Here's a suicidal AI train that has a mind of its own. You're like, where did this come from? And you're like driving along a little more, and then suddenly here comes freaking vampires. You're like, how does this even factor in? Like, it just, everything you could ever imagine is like in the book, and it just pops up at the weirdest times. Like, sometimes there's like stories within stories within stories.
Well, I mean,
like
for that many pages,
storyception.
Yeah.
So like in the story that we're reading, the main character is telling a story about his childhood, and then in that childhood, he's telling, like, someone is telling him a story, and he's recounting that story to the people that he's with. And it's just, it gets kind of confusing at times, but honestly...
And the movie wasn't good though, was it?
The movie was supposed to be a sequel.
A sequel to the book?
Yeah.
To like all of the stories?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's supposed to take place after the main events. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But it still doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Like, you watch the movie and you're like, what? Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out though.
I mean, that's why a lot of people, I feel like, were so upset about the movie. I mean, I ranted a lot about it. But I think, yeah, it's supposed to be after the book, so it doesn't have to make sense.
Okay.
If you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't need to follow the storyline or anything. But it's hard to be like, you don't have neither of my 2 favorite characters. You took out 2 of the main characters. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard. And it's really weird because Stephen King, like, I love his writing. I hate his like sex scenes.
Oh yeah.
Like an old white guy writing love stories.
I can't even think of him in sex
there's
scenes.
also this weird point where there's like a handicapped black woman as one of the main characters, and maybe you should cut this out though.
No, we'll leave it. Stephen King made it, not you. Yeah.
No, I know, but he's like, the way he talks about like the politics of race in the time is just kind of iffy.
Is it like a future world or like a different?
No.
So it's our world.
Yeah, it's
still
our world,
okay.
but different times within
Okay.
the timeline.
Okay.
But it's like describing like the way she's thinking about herself, but like how would Stephen King know and understand how a black woman feels at that time in the 70s. Yeah. So it's just kind of like,
Doesn't he live in Maine too? I don't reckon there are a lot of us running around there.
Rich man in Maine.
Yeah. Well, I still would like to check out.
No, of course, but this is like every book has it like ups and downs and like positive and negative points. But it's just like I was listening to a podcast because I haven't read the book in a while, and they were talking about it, and I was like, I never thought about that. That is a little strange. Yeah, that part was really awkward. I just literally like glanced over it, like I just skipped a couple pages and didn't even realize probably. It happens in that book. You can skip a couple pages and not notice it in the Dark Tower.
There's so many pages at that point. All right, but I think speaking of long books, I think we spent a lot of time talking about the Dark Tower. We got 2 more questions to do. So all right. So question number 7. Are you a spring, summer, fall, or winter person?
Well, I was gonna say I'm summer, but then you said you hated summer people, so.
And also summer people are just annoying, so like I don't want to be that. Now you can be whatever you like. I still would love and accept you regardless.
I guess I have a lot of fond memories of summer as a kid, and so.
But I mean, like,
but my personality, I don't know exactly what I'd be. Maybe spring?
Okay.
Because every time you think I'm nice, I come in with like a bitchy catchphrase or something like that. Because spring is nice, you think the day is going to be nice, and then it gets to nighttime and you're like, holy crap, I needed my winter jacket and I don't have it now.
Or there's hay fever.
Yeah.
Or the bees are out. Yeah.
Like you think it's going to be a beautiful day and you go outside and something just like slaps you in the face and you're just like, no. Yeah, I'm kind of like that too.
I think
it's
you're
like,
being a bit
nice
hard
to
on
meet
yourself.
you. And then it's like, yeah. You have a weird nose, and then it's just like, oh, nice, that's great. You're okay. Like,
for the record, I do quite enjoy your company, but I guess maybe because we're cousins. If I wasn't your cousin, maybe you'd be mean to me or something. I don't know.
I don't think I'd be mean, but like some things I can say
are
misconstrued sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Or sometimes I'm just grumpy. So.
That's fair. That
fair.
Happens. I understand that, and I can relate to that too. Yeah. Sometimes it feels good to be grumpy. You just want to be grumpy or be by yourself though on those days. Yeah. But the grumpy days, ironically, you have to be around the most people. I feel.
Yeah. I think that's why we're grumpy usually. All the people.
All right. Well, Sarah, now it's your turn to choose a question that we're both going to answer. And whilst to do that, I will have some of my non-alcoholic beer.
I feel like I know what you would say for a lot of these.
Oh yeah? Try me. Find out. But also think about how you would answer it too. Don't worry about me. This is all about you.
I guess I'll go with one that I don't know how you'll answer. What song could you listen to all day?
Oh, okay. Alright, now I'll answer this one first, then I guess. What song could I listen to all day? I feel like this answer would change depending on who's asking me and depending on what I'm being asked.
Yeah, I see.
As you're asking me right now, the first song that popped into my head was Duel of the Fates from Star Wars. But not that. But I think honestly though, a song I could listen to all day, I'll post a link to it. Maybe I'll do like a little screenshot of it. Probably M-FLo's Love or Truth. I don't know if you know M-FLo, but M-FLo is like, the Japanese group. They had Lisa, Verbal, and Taku. Love or Truth, I think, it's a jam. It is a jam. Like, it's kind of like a hip-hoppy R&B song. It's slow enough to be chill, but it's still like a bit quick enough, and it's a bit upbeat enough to still like be enticing. So I would listen to that song because I wanted to listen to Been So Long. But Been So Long would kind of get slow. I would listen to Love or Truth. I can listen to that all day. So M-FLo, Love or Truth.
I do.
Yeah. And we'll cut to it right now.
You used to fascinate me. You so naughty made G when you sang for me.
Alright, yeah, M-FLo, Love or Truth. All right. What about you? What song could you listen to all day?
I think like it really depends on the day, depends on my mood, but and the weird thing is for me, a lot of times I'll have like books that are associated in my head with songs. Like I don't know, maybe when I first hear the song, I'm reading the book or something, or I listen to it a couple times while I'm reading the book, and like my brain just associates that book with that song. So it's weird. I'll listen to a song. For example, there's a song, I think it's by
Let me check. 1 second.
yeah, Super M. It's like a Korean group. It's called Drip.
Drip.
And like I first listened to that song when I was reading Dreamcatcher with my mom, like Stephen King book Dreamcatcher. And so now whenever I listen to that song, I just like visually, like I can daydream the whole book out. Like it's crazy. And then the same thing happened with Heat Waves when I was reading Odd Thomas.
Heat Waves by Super M, the same group?
No. Heat Waves by Glass Animals, is that it?
We'll post another screenshot about the song.
Sometimes all I think about is you.
Yeah, so both of those songs I could listen to all day just because it like reminds me of the book and like it's linked. There's a couple other books too. Devil Eyes makes me think of actually Eyes of the Dragon. It's actually the words, like the lyrics sync up pretty well to the book. And then another one, Just Now, the book I just finished reading, Shadow and Bone, is linked up with what is it? Easy by Key. So
okay, but you have to choose one though. You have to choose just one.
To choose
one to be the master of all the songs.
One?
Yeah.
Hey, for today, we'll go with Devil Eyes.
All right, Devil Eyes. You heard it here. All right.
I guess so. Like, just the mood, you know.
Devil Eyes by whom?
Hippie Sabotage.
Hippie Sabotage, Devil Eyes.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna cut to it.
You got the devil in your eyes.
All right, there you go. Devil Eyes.
I guess so.
All right. Well, Sarah, thank you so much for doing this. This is
Yeah,
the third video that we shot together.
Thank you for inviting me.
Aw, I appreciate that. All right. Well, if you guys, hopefully you guys had as much fun watching these videos as we have had making them.
Yeah.
Except for the first one. We lost 25 minutes. Still fuming about that.
Our condolences to that poor
That video.
audio track.
Oh my goodness. Alright, but anyways, if you guys had fun watching this, please like and subscribe. Don't even think about it anymore, just subscribe. Please subscribe.
You can do it.
You can do
I
it.
believe in you.
Yeah, she believes in you, I believe in you, we all believe in you. You can do it, you can do it. And also, yeah, please leave a comment or whatever. What answers of Sarah's did you like? Or what are some of your answers to some of these questions?
If you think anything I said was controversial, I'm sure you did. Let us know.
Yeah.
We'd love to know.
Love to know. All right,
Yeah.
and that's yes. I guess Sarah will probably be back on the channel at some point.
Yeah.
This won't be the last time you see Sarah. But yeah, but thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank
All right,
you.
thank you. Bye bye. Now time to go to Caesarea.